Hey, Jeremiah here. Just want to make a quick video on how to wacky rig a Senko worm. I'm up here in northern New Jersey and I do a lot of small lake fishing for large and smallmouth bass and whatever else will bite, actually. But I started fishing the Delaware a lot between the Milford Bridge and Digman's Bridge, and one thing I found out, it's not that easy catching fish in the Delaware unless you're using live bait. Live bait seems to be the key for there, and you know, I went around to many different holes and talked to a lot of anglers, and everyone says the same thing. You know, live bait in the Delaware. Matter of fact, I've come across a bunch of people that said they have never caught anything in the Delaware, and it kind of took me by surprise. So I figure I would try this this rig setup I use using a Senko worm and then Wacky rigging it, and I've been using it up here. And I tell you what, the smallmouth, they just smack the heck out of it. And it's usually as soon as you throw it in the water and as soon as it starts to drop down to the bottom, they're banging it if they're anywhere near it. So it's been working great for me, so hopefully it'll help you guys out. Let me show you how this works. Alright, first of all, you got to get a Senko worm. I like to use the Yum, the F2 series, the Ferocity. This is their scented bait series. And one of my favorite ones is the Watermelon Pearl, and that color is right here, Watermelon Pearl. Another great color they make is the Watermelon and Red Flake, and that's their regular Yum here. I'm going to give those a whirl. I haven't tried that. I usually use the scented baits. And then also you can get some Strike King. These are at Walmart. You're probably $3, $2 to $3 a package. Pumpkin seed is an awesome color, and this is the pumpkin seed right here. You're going to need some Gammamichu Oct inline circle hooks. Number 1s, that's the smallest hook, the smallest size they make for this type of hook. And the red, get the red hook, because the red really sets the fish off. And then you're going to need hair bands, Goodies, Ouchless, Walmart, $2, hairband aisle. Fishing pliers. Take your fishing plier and put the hairband on there, and put your finger on top of the hairband, twist it, and loop it around again to make it smaller. So this will be tighter on the worm as you put it in there, and you can expand it and get the worm through. And for weighting the worm, I use finishing nails. Lowe's Depot 1.5" finishing nails, just buy a small package. So take the worm you want to use, the Senko worm right here that you want to use. Take a finishing nail and put the finishing nail, plug it right through the end of the worm, and just feed it right on down through the end of the worm. Flip it around, do the same thing. Finishing nail right here, and just kind of feed it right down through the end of the worm. And what this is going to do, it's going to add more action when you lift the worm up and let the worm drop back down to the bottom. And so here you got your Senko worm with the weights in it. And the way you work this is you're gonna throw it out there, you're gonna let it sink to the bottom, that's where all your hits happen, and you're gonna pull it back up slowly and let the same thing happen, and it's just gonna swim down and drive the fish nuts. So now let's rig the hook. Pliers, and you expand the pliers. Take the small end of the worm. They have a fat end and a thin end. Run the thin end through the rubber band. Pull it up through the other side. I like to bring it all the way to the first notch where the sack is in the worm. Then you want to push down on the pliers a little bit and get the rubber band off onto the worm, like so. Alright, so you want to take your Octo inline hook, and it's got, if you see the end, it's a little bent, and you want to make it like a shovel, and you want to feed that underneath the hairband, kind of right under the hairband, and then you want to twist the hook and just pull it up through, and that's your Wacky rig right there. And when they hit that, the rubber band's going to keep you from losing your worm, because a lot of people like to hook the hook through the worm, but you'll lose your worm like 9 times out of 10. And plus this just gives it a better action. So, you know, go out there, try it, let me know what you think about it. Hit me up, leave me a message or something. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.